Okay, real quick in this video, I want to go over the books I'm getting for my family. I give book recommendations all the time, but these are more personalized ones. And I'm going to give you the reasons why I'm getting these books. And I think all these books are great books. And I think if you pick up any of them, you're going to get a lot of insights, a lot of information. It's going to be a really good time. But here are going to be the specific reasons why I'm giving these to family members. I think this would be a fun thing to do. So the first book I want to start out with is Becoming Supernatural. This is an interesting book. It's more so about the science behind metaphysics, the science behind why like old philosophers and people that study the higher faculties, why they are correct, and the scientific evidence for it. And the book, like the person I'm getting this book for is my mother. And I'm getting this for her because she's really like ingrained in the material. She's really ingrained on this science paper said this study said this is why I believe this because of this. And it's like she's very data driven, so I think this book is going to help her like kind of see that like there's certain things about the world that you can't observe through studies, through scientific data, through all of these mechanisms, and there's certain things that are just beyond our comprehension. And I really want to push that message to her. The next book that I got for one of my family members, I got this book for my aunt, The Prophet. This is one of the best books ever written. The reason I got this for her was simply because I don't know, in talking to her, she's very interested in some of the more esoteric beliefs I have, especially in terms of religion. And I think she's really going to enjoy the poetry. She's really going to enjoy the insights and the wisdom in the classic book that is The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. And this is a book that I think you should pick up if you don't really have a conventional idea of religion, if you don't believe in the rigidity, if you believe that it's kind of redundant. Like, you don't need the 10 Commandments if you follow God. That's truly the truth of it. Like, you don't need an institution, you don't need commandments, you don't need rules. Like, if you're a good person, you just know how to act. If you have the righteousness within inside of you, you don't need rules. You know right and wrong. Like, you don't need them codified. It's really stupid and it's really redundant. But yeah, that's why I picked out that book for her. The next book is The Power of Positive Thinking. This is a tremendous book. This is one of like the title kind of makes it seem like it's like a hacky book, like it's cookie cutter knowledge, but this is truly one of the best books you'll read in terms of mindset, and it's really, really good. I basically flew right through it. A lot of great wisdom, a lot of great quotes. This book has a lot of gems inside of it, and I got this for my sister simply because she's a negative Nancy, simply because like she seems to focus on the negative of things. Like I mean, you can guess her political beliefs from what I'm about to say, but through the last election, she's like all upset, she's all worked up, and she's like, oh wow, the world's gonna become such a negative place. But it's like, dude, you're making the world negative by believing these things. You're making the world negative by thinking that the president could affect you so much. Like, the institutions are set up so that the president can't become tyrannical, but because you hear the news, you're oh wow, this, and then like I really want her to start shifting her ideas onto the self, her ideas that she can do anything through her own power. And I think this book is a really, really, really good way to start doing that. It's a really good book in terms of like showing you what your mind can do, showing you the power of what you can do when you start thinking that you can do something. And the last book I got for people, damn it messed up a little bit, but I got this book for my aunt, The Trial by Kafka. Tremendous book. I love this book so much. It's one of my favorite novels. And The Trial is basically a book about government overreach, about government bureaucracy, and how like the court system and the justice system isn't really a system for fairness. It's a system for power. It's a system for giving people the illusion of strength, giving people the illusion that something's getting done. But the truth is, like, at any moment, someone could find something wrong with what you're doing. Like, think if you jaywalk, technically that's a crime. If you speed, technically that's a crime. Like, you can always find something that someone's doing wrong, and it's really like a statement on like the rules of society and if they're benefiting the people or if, you know, they're overreaching. And I think it's an interesting perspective, and it's from one of my favorite authors, Franz Kafka. It's an amazing book. And I was talking to my aunt, who I'm getting this book for, and she was saying that she's never read any Kafka. So I think this is a great place to start with him. I think this is one of his better works, and it almost adds to it that he died before the book was finished, because since he died, like, the ending's very abrupt, and it really adds to the end of the trial. It really adds to the end of like him just being, you know, locked up instantly, where you're just like at any moment you can just become and taken away. It's really a book about government overreach. It's a very interesting perspective, and it hits at all the angles of influence. It hits at all the angles of power in society. And I think these are interesting ideas, and Kafka wrote this book so long ago that it's kind of weird how it's more true today than it ever has been. So yeah, those are the books I'm getting from my family members. I might get some more, but I think that's a good start. And I think all of these books, if you pick up, this holiday season at some point, whenever you pick them up, I think they're all great resources. I think they all have a lot of great information in them, and yeah, hopefully inspire you to pick up some of these titles. And I'll link all of them in the description. If you want more from me, go ahead, join my Discord. That's when I talk about when I'm streaming, like send notifications there, talk about more day-to-day stuff. If you want more of my writing, I'm going to be releasing a few new things soon. I'm really excited to start working on that stuff again, but go ahead, join my school. Still free right now, but it won't be free for long. So, join that right now, because I want to get all the people that are supporting me right now in there. I want to get all of the people that have helped me up until now. I want to give them something back. I want to give them some, piece of myself, whether it's my writing, whether it's my videos, whether it's, the live streams that we're going to do in there eventually. Like, I want you guys in on the ground floor. I don't want to have you guys pay for it. But again, that's aside from the fact. Love you guys so much. Thank you for all the support. Peace out. I'll catch you in the next one.